it is time to grab something fresh from social media. This is What I'm Liking. So all hour we have talked about the power of words, particularly the written word. Well, a professor and performance artist in New York City believes in that power as much as anyone. He's been setting up a stand next to his local mailbox in the Big Apple. He has an antique typewriter, pre-stamped envelopes, and of course, hand sanitizer. So he asks people passing by if he can help them write a letter to someone they care about, someone who could simply use some loving sentiments. So let's get this creative and caring man on the line. What's up, Brandon?
Hey, Kelly, how are you today? Thanks so much for having me on the show.
Oh, no, thank you for joining us today. First of all, I have to say that your name is Professor Wolf, right? That's the coolest. It's the coolest name ever. You're the coolest professor ever.
I asked people to call me Brandon. Professor Wolf sounds so bizarre.
Well, how did you come up with this really brilliant and beautiful idea?
Well, you know, Kelly, I'm a theater artist and a professor, as you said. You know, I run this program for undergraduates at NYU in dramatic literature. And, you know, like so many, I was feeling this deep sense of isolation as the pandemic continued, thinking about what I could do, how I might contribute since theaters are closed down right now. And, you know, thinking maybe, okay, well, what if we bring performance into public space in order to connect with people in new ways? So I came up with this project that I called The Console. And for the month leading up to the election, I headed out to Prospect Park in Brooklyn and set up my table and 1940s typewriter at my local mailbox and invited people to sit down with me and talk about the grief and loss that they were experiencing, be it from COVID or the mounting anxiety over the political situation or loss of a sense of purpose, and to craft a letter of consolation right then and there to someone they thought could use a boost. So we'd work together to figure out what they wanted to say to their friend or loved one, and we'd type something out together. I had stamps on hand, and then we drop it right in the box, sending words of consolation around the country.
It's a really cool thing. Thank you so much, Professor Wolf, for joining us.
Thank you so much for
I'm
having me.
liking your post right now, Brandon. We love you here. And that's not all. We've actually partnered with Pilot and their G2 pin, the go-to pin of the Kelly Clarkson Show, and they want to celebrate great people expressing themselves in great ways. So they're just going to give you $1,000. How's that sound?
Oh, my goodness. Wow. Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, they're just going to give you $1,000 for being you, man.
Thank you so much. I'm going to try and, you know, filter it back into this project somehow, see if we can't, you know, keep going.
Absolutely, absolutely.